Starting in... I don't know how it works, actually. I was gonna say it says I'm live, but it also says starting in 10 seconds because delay. Sadly, he's never responded, is what Sweeney said, so... I assumed Nate or J-Sub was already busy today. They didn't specify otherwise, to be honest. So... gotcha. You can get off, yeah, it's fine. No, it's fine, All good, bro. Yeah, let me make sure people can actually hear face it. Or, sorry, hear the channel. I gotta figure out a way to fix that. I kinda like it, though. People can't hear until I open up the...
Do I have, like, Kendo blocked or something on Steam? What is this?
He's not on CS.
Oh.
Well, I guess while we're waiting... Who do you
live?
got tonight, Dan K? Yeah, we're live. Before the Matt Vito comes in, who do you got?
Alright, I kind of want to give a little pretext to this. I'm going to apologize to all the fans watching at home for... This is the third place match, and I know that the long-anticipated finals has been in the works. However, we may never get to see that game. From what I understand, Mossad agents allegedly are getting involved.
Yeah, it's a national security risk.
Yeah, so with that out of the way, third place match. I am excited for this though. This is going to be a good game, I think.
This was almost
we should probably
the final.
Should probably drag them in here to do the vetoes.
Yeah, I'm excited. This was almost the finals.
This was almost the finals, so this will be a good game, I think. Let's drag them in here to do the vetoes, and then we can kind of get our predictions underway.
Alright, yeah, I'm fine with waiting till veto for predictions. Hello, we are
Rio.
live. You guys ready to do the veto?
Gentlemen, we are here to do the vetoes.
Veto. Surely we're giggling
Timing.
for good reasons.
Alright, Patty, who was higher seated?
I got some seed
Oh.
for you.
I'm gonna bust my
It was
seat
Team
all
Greek.
over.
Team Greek was alright.
Team Greek.
Alright, Team Greek, you
must
get
have
first
been.
ban.
First
Yes,
ban?
Team Greek must have
Yes.
been the higher seed.
What's the winter map?
No.
Ravine.
You guys, dude, get us back.
Drop this
Get
drop.
us back.
Hey, let's keep it
Not
calm
a
here. Let's be
chance.
respectful. Steve, what map do you want to ban?
Alright.
Ravine.
Alright.
Ravine. Okay, so minus Ravine. Team Unk.
Then dust.
First of all, I'm tired. I'm tired of being silenced by Patty. Oh
Alright,
yeah, Dust.
so that leaves
I've never
Poseidon,
removed you from the
Mirage,
call once.
and Anubis left over. So Team Greek. First pick.
Mirage.
Alright, first map Mirage. Team Unk, you guys get side.
T.
Yeah.
T side. Okay. Alright, Team Unk.
Cool.
Pick the next map.
Ravine.
Poseidon?
Ravine's man.
Yeah, Steve, let's calm down.
Sorry, I was stretching.
You'll
Let's
get
calm down,
stream.
please.
Alright, we pick Anubis.
pick Anubis.
Yep.
Alright, and then Team Greek, you guys get side.
Right side.
Andy,
I'll
what are you
kick both of
feeling?
you,
I
pick
was
a side for
thinking.
you.
I was thinking T.
CT.
All right. Fucking Gupta. CT it is. All right.
Alright, CT, and then that leaves Poseidon left over. Alright.
Yes,
you,
assault.
gentlemen.
Got it.
Alright.
These fucking guys.
Alright. So first map, Mirage. Second map, Anubis. So we're at least getting two maps
in the
here.
chat with the eyes emoji.
Do I
That's how
think
best of threes work.
it's
You
gonna-
get two maps at least, potentially even a third.
Listen, dude, Alright, I did two things when I got home. One, bought cases. Two, started drinking beer. So you're gonna have to excuse me
I'm
for
aware.
Mirage and Anubis. I don't know if this is gonna go to three maps. I'll be honest with you. I think, I do think whoever wins map one wins the series.
Okay.
And personally, Unk's form has been spectacular the last few weeks. It was a heartbreak that they lost against the Sadleys, or
Mhm.
who did? Or Team Sweeten. They lost against Team Sweeten. It was a heartbreaking loss, I know that, so I think Team Unk comes out here and takes the third place, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll have to go with. I think Team Monk has been playing better as of late. They've had some warm up. Team Greek has not, but Unk's electing to start T side. Mirage is interesting. They haven't played Mirage all season. They're also electing to start on the T side, which I think will start them
but
down
that'll-
0-1, honestly. So I think Team Greek actually won out in the veto here, to be honest. I think I'll take Team Greek 2-1. Big Team Monk fan, but I just not really sure if the Mirage pick and the veto is here for their third place decider map. I'm sure both players have seen Mirage before.
So I'll say this, but that's the one that's kind of hard to gauge stuff like this because they can ban Mirage or other teams will ban stuff like Dust 2. I think Dust 2 is their permaban
Team
throughout
Monk has
the
been
main
perma-banning
stage.
Mirage. They haven't
Yeah.
played Mirage all tournament, that's why I'm saying it's a little bizarre to let it slip against Team Greek.
I mean, hopefully they think that Anubis and Poseidon will be enough to carry him, but we'll see. Who just left? Greek Liberator left, and for why?
Alright, let's get a prediction, I guess. Start prediction. Map 1 winner, Team Unk, and let's get Team Greek. Submission period, I'll go 2 minutes. Prediction is live. Team Unk, Team Greek, map 1 winner. Just pretty standard stuff here. Shout out people in the chat. We got Mara Sweeney.
We have 4 viewers allegedly.
Yeah,
That's what
but
they're
then one of
saying.
them's you, and then one of them I think counts as me. Everyone else in that other chat was hyping up this game. They're not in the stream though. A little weird.
All right.
A little weird. All right, ready to get ready to do the knife
If
round.
they're ready. No,
Actually,
no,
don't
no.
need to do
There's
knife
no
round,
knife
let's try.
round.
All right, they're on the right team, so yeah, it's Ripper. Get her done.
Gonna message them both.
I messaged them as well. I have no idea if they will respond.
All right. Danzo said he's ready.
They're good to go.
All right. I think we're ready.
We are live with
Yep.
map 1 of the third place decider match. There is no VRS points on the line. There is no cash prize on the line. Only the bragging rights of being the better team coming out tonight. Bragging rights of saying I actually finished 3rd, not 4th. So,
Danzo's rocking his brand new gut knife marble fade.
freshly unboxed.
Right today.
Mere hours ago was this knife unboxed. Factory new gut knife marble fade. Steve with the early IDF tech, speaking of Mossad agents, electing to bomb and Molotov the terrorists.
Quickly traded out. I think he anticipates the jump up, and that'll be quick work there. So.
Steven also, Danzo very close behind, but Steven is the best player so far in the server currently. Danzo very close behind, though. When it comes down to
will
kind of
say
that
this.
secondary force, I think Hendo has been a little better than Andy, but it's a pretty even game, I'd say, from the firepower, just player perspective, in my opinion.
This is kind of one thing that I said during the quarterfinals, semifinals, whatever you want to call them, that Team Greek plays disjointed, Team Unk plays
Plays
together,
very
obviously,
yes.
and sometimes that can work, sometimes that can hurt. So, two very different play styles, two very different calling styles coming together right here.
Yeah, I think Team Greek kind of knows that they let Steve do whatever he wants. Andy kind of just does his own thing. Team Unk is much more synergized, but Danzo's still able to find his numbers within that system.
100%, yeah. This is also a tough map, I feel like, for slower rounds because they can only come from.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Team Unk usually plays the slower rounds. It's either they go mid, they go main, or they go palace. And after a
Only
while,
3
if it's not
options
mid,
and a lot of safe spots to play.
exactly. So it's a tough It's a tough site to play for sure. We'll see
We'll
what Team Monk's able
see.
to do.
A lot of teams kind of leave Palace open as they have, 'cause as long as you aren't exposed to Palace, you kind of do have to shift
Andy's gonna
walk down
push
a
this
ladder
and
and
then
drop.
meet. Oh, Andy lives. Andy's gonna take the engagement and live on
He's that
11
guy.
HP.
Let's see what Danzo does off of this. Might be able to catch a good timing here.
Hendo is going to hold on. So Hendo actually kind of has a good position, I think, because they're kind of both underneath him. Steven's watching him.
Ooh,
Sweaty with it. They're both low. Hold on. Oh, but Steve's able to
Steven.
find the one beak.
I was gonna say Danzo there, very good timing, just not quite able to take down Steven.
Yeah, that was tough. That was easily winnable there for Team Monk, I think.
Yeah, very close round.
That definitely could have
Could have
went
swung
their
either
way.
for sure. Alright, Danzo sprinting out, Hendo a little too far behind to follow up properly.
Steve was just kind of standing in that molly. I think
Yeah.
Hendo kind of thought that he had a free kill there, and Andy was holding the angle on the swing out.
Andy here on maxed out money. $8,000 is the max in Wingman, if I remember correctly.
You are correct.
Meanwhile, Team Unk buying down to their last few dollars. Not much util to be bought. As Team Greek kind of takes a pretty commanding lead. 4-0. We have seen the Mirage previously in the tournament. They're a very good Mirage team. They haven't lost. They've had some close games, but they've had a pretty strong Mirage overall. Whereas Team Monk has not played this since last tourney, and last tourney wasn't their best performance, so.
Hmm.
Very slow round as well, but Andy has found the gap within Team Unk. Which means Steve should be pretty aware it's a mid or a main play. Danzo a little aware of the flank.
Danzo's gonna get the kill.
Falling headshot kill on the Andy, who has a bit of a whiff.
So I think now
Steve going to get caught with his hands down. Okay.
there it is.
There we go, round number 1 on the board for Team Unk. No issue for Team Greek though, who will be able to get a 4-spot or a full buyout, excuse me. Andy electing to stick with the MP9 as well, trying to keep econ up. Steve actually holding his molly, realizing Team Unk probably is not going to run out, which is a fair assessment. Andy once again making a push and once again guessing the correct place to push. He will find info that no one's mid. At this point, I would like to see him maybe double back, if not speed up the flank, as his teammate's a bit isolated here. Andy's considering his options here. Will be falling back slowly. Maybe he was considering holding for a Team Unk reroute, but Team Unk isn't necessarily a team that likes to fake, per se, more so just play slow and hold. So I think Andy's putting together that they most likely won't be doubling back into mid.
Alright, I'm sorry about that. I'm back.
You're fine.
I just
Seems like there's a bit of a lurk smoke here. We'll try to come out of it. Steven will take one. Danzo here in an unwinnable situation. Nade towards A main. He might be able to catch both players here not looking Palace. I would have to assume they know he's there. Not checking it, but able to readjust very quickly. Steve, significant utility damage, let's see. 137, that's pretty significant if I had to say so myself. The whole kill worth of utility damage right there onto Steven, who... I don't know the stats off the top of my head for utility damage, but I would imagine Steven is number 1, if not very close. Steve's utility damage is always very good in any of these games we play. With the exception, I'd say, of throwing util off the rip to stop a rush, I think Steve is pretty good with saving his util till he knows someone specifically is there, which... Be able to play a little passive, you know, around some cover. You could get a nice little nade off most of the time, chunk someone down on CT. Steven here is actually going to poke his head out in the Palace, sees nothing. We'll hear both A main. Quick kill on the Danzo. Not able to get Hendo.
Hendo now in a 1v1, very winnable. Picks flashbang. Gets the second. Okay.
had the read about stairs. Which, in the Wingman 2v2s, is kind of a readjustment. I think it's pretty fair. Lock-in twin, says Mara. Yeah. I think Hendo really is able to piece together that you're not going to be rotating through CT unless you were sat in spawn for some reason. So there's really never going to be anyone rotating CT. Maybe someone's hiding ticket, but once again, they'd probably be helping Steven in that case. So if he's able to run out A main, he'd have to assume Andy's on the flanker towards stairs. You do get to play these wingman situations.
Drops the bomb.
Yes. Hendo trying to go cat, which you can't. These wingman situations, you can kind of play them a bit differently, as you know, rotations are not really a thing. You don't have to worry about people necessarily coming from certain areas you normally would. Steve with 2.
Steve.
Very good first half for Steven, who's on 9-2 with a 77 headshot.
Team Unk dropping the ball a little bit on that first half, but let's see if they can pick it up on the CT side.
Yeah.
I would say this map's very CT sided, given the fact that you don't really have to move too far.
For sure. You don't have to worry about a window flank, it's really just...
It's really either just this or that.
A lot of the positions are very powerful. A lot of good multi-fragging potential. Steve here actually buying a maid instead of a smoke for pistol round on the T side. Bit of a interesting decision. But as I said, Steven does like to try to get his UD up. I think he prides himself with that.
I think he definitely does.
2 flashes.
Right there.
Andy peeking in between the flashes will catch Hendo partially blind and on a good time. And a great shot as well. Danzo here takes down Steve in the one. Ooh!
Oh, we get both!
Twin locked in.
Alright, Danzo.
He's able to take down Steven as he has no armor. He's getting aim punched. And then the beautiful headshot onto Andy. T-Monk, pretty signature buy here with the double XM. Could get some brutal damage done if Team Greek elects to go to A main or Palace, which they will not. Steve sporting a possibly new knife. I don't recall seeing this.
What he's got?
Rust.
Huh.
Nomad?
Yeah, I don't know what
I
this
believe
is.
that's the Nomad knife?
Yeah, no, it's a Nomad knife. I don't know what that is. I've never seen him have that.
I'd like to point out, Team Unk has cleared A main, so they should be pretty aware it's a Palace or mid play. Hendo will be looking Palace for the run out. Danzo not really too sure what to do here. Does he look A main? Does he help Hendo? He's got to figure something out. He's kind of dancing around the gut knife out. Ooh, as Hendo's taken down, actually. Danzo in a good position here to frag out. Ooh, that got really dicey. Steven there picking up the XM. Yeah, Danzo just opened that gun knife earlier today. Ooh, the Molotov here. Does not get timing by the Molotov, but not able to finish off Andy. Danzo looking a bit flustered, honestly. Not too put together there. Team Greek winning the force by here, I think, will probably seal the game out, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to come back from
Team
that.
Monk.
Oni pixel stat, that's a net negative.
Team Monk, understandably force buying. They don't really want to play for overtime or the tie with only 3 rounds to their name.
Right.
We're going to see a pretty aggressive play here from Danzo.
Danzo's about to peek out mid here, probably getting Yep.
NP9 spray betraying him. Does get
close
sizable
there,
damage on the Andy. Hendo will not finish off as Steve's able to get the kill just in time.
Alright, so there should be Deagle buys coming out here from Team Monk.
As much as you can, and it's probably, MP9 XM. Hendo XM perhaps? Scout, okay. I think I would like to see more scouts and Alps, honestly, Vault on Mirage, as Ticket is lethal from that position, as shown by Sweeney. And you don't have to worry about rotating into a B site with the AWP.
True.
You just, you don't have to worry about that. They're gonna come to your site, so the retake factor of the AWP's eliminated. I understand it's expensive as a gun, but definitely the scout at least as well could be very serviceable in these games. Steven here will catch the timing on the Hendo. Danzo here should be able to take on Steven, which he will. This puts him in a very good spot.
Okay, so
to
now
kill
we got a
Andy.
1v1 with the AK now too. He's gonna like to go A main.
Only 10
Steve
HP for Andy
freaking-
as well.
Sorry, Andy creeping up through connectors. So
But Andy only needs
So
one
probably-
bullet to the head, so this is still essentially a one bullet game here. Andy has been known at sometimes to hit some nice little headshots. Andy also really taking his time here to clear out Danzo. He should start piecing together where Danzo is. I don't think he'll expect Danzo to be CT. I guess he's clearing everything. I think he should really put together that Danzo's in Palace or A main at this point. Danzo with
Alright.
the all-time swing. Well played from
all right,
Danzo.
Team Monk here on life support. They're able to get around there, so making it 8-4.
We saw this very team in the last match against Team Swethan pull off comeback after comeback to claw into overtimes. They weren't able to ever seal the deal, but maps 2 and 3 they were able multiple times to claw back from round deficits.
This is true. You can never really count out Team Monk.
Danzo gets activated, Henzo gets a little comfortable with the XM. I mean, Team Monk can be pretty scary, especially on the CT side. Playing a Balk under Balk setup is very interesting. Hendo's actually going to elect to push for info here.
Well, they're not Palace, so this kind of works out a little bit for them. Because you usually would expect one towards stairs, jungle area, kind of.
With
Maybe
their current
one on
setup,
site.
it won't really matter too much, honestly, as Danzo's going to tuck under Balk regardless.
He's gonna hear both.
It's good for Hendo to know they're not there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now Hendo gets the one,
Steve,
and now Danzo gets the second.
just a second away, really. If he held a bit longer for Danzo, he would have actually found the kill.
Dude, the gut knife is actually an underrated knife. I'll be honest.
For sure. For sure. Team Greek here looking to get a deagle onto Steven from Andy. Let's see what Steve can get done with the deagle here.
I'm surprised they don't just kind of like force buy every round on the way out. Maybe you like save
I
one
think
round.
they're going to
but,
try to
like,
lock
save-
in here. They're going to take their time. They're going to buy next round. If they don't win. If they lose that, it's 7-8, then you force buy. I think they'd rather
Danzo
just do a
and-
save full buy force buy rather than like a weird force situation. Trying to get their full buy in earlier.
I hear you, but
They want to make sure
like,
their
if it
full
were
buy
me
is a
and
full buy. Steven is a player that likes to use utility. I think he wants to
keep
money
the
up for
pressure
that.
up. At least get their economy low.
Well, that's why Steven hopefully here is going to get a deagle kill. Util has been dumped for Team Monk as well. Ooh, fade away from Hendo.
Yeah, that was well played there by Hendo. He's gonna spot out the second one too.
Timinged. I wish Steven would take his time here. a little. Yeah, unfortunately,
6-8.
the lit player in Danzo is able to kind of sit back there. But very close round. Yeah, this is what I expected. We're going to see Steven on full util. I suspect Andy as well will buy. Yep, okay. I was about
Smoke
to say, I think
flash
Andy will
nade.
keep a little bit more money up. He bought pretty much all the way down, though. If they do lose this next round, they'll be on 2,900, so Andy probably will drop an AK to Steve, if I had to guess. And then Steve will drop him like a Mac 10 or something. Andy's usually pretty good with giving Steve
Now,
a
if they
good
lose
weapon.
this round, they probably save for overtime. I have to imagine.
That would be something Steve would say. He said we should save. And Andy's going to call him a burger.
Save for overtime.
Yeah.
He would do that, but it's either. I mean, you've already secured the overtime. I mean, actually, I don't know. They do have the round win, so it's probably they're not going to lose.
Also, like the
So yeah,
plan,
probably would.
Danzo's flanked all the way through spawn, and Team Greek's playing very slow here. Danzo's actually also going to elect to go Palace, which will take longer. Unfortunately, Team Greek does decide to pounce, but I don't think they'll expect a Palace flank of anything. They probably, yeah, Steve, Nate, and Connors, they expect him to be there.
If I'm Danzo, I'd probably tell Hendo there to just hide.
Yeah.
Like
just
I'm
sit
rolling a
back.
couple steps behind him. Just don't even poke your head out. Don't let him know anywhere where
Mhm.
you are.
I think Hendo's
Go
got a
back
jump
to-
spot, if not out of time. Oh, okay, Danzo will probably not piece together that Steven has gone back A main. Yeah, especially considering the
Yeah,
plant spot, I
no.
don't think you expect that. Beautiful end
So-
of the round from Steven.
A little
Does
bit
Danzo
unlucky there,
actually
but we
top
did
Steve
see.
VR?
We did. Oh wow, look at that. we
Despite
did
having
see
series
them
with
claw
us,
back a
yes.
little bit from basically 8-4. So
Mhm.
it's actually probably more like 8-3. So saw them claw back a little bit. Unfortunately, Team Greek were able to pull that out. So
Whew. Like I said, I think the map one was a guaranteed lock for Team Greek. Which I'm not saying they can't win the next two maps. Just being down 0-1 is never really what you want to see. 'Cause I'm struggling to join you for some reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah, being down 0-1, which I think their veto kind of put them into here, I think it's just not, it's never going to be favorable. You never want to go into a best of 3 series expecting to be down a map. And Team Unk really has the map pool that they should never have to worry about that, but maybe for the third place match, they're deciding to test out their Mirage against another good team.
guess their thinking is, so Team Greek bans Ravine first. That's tough. Danzo and
But
Hendo have played.
They could have just banned their permaban. I don't.
That's true, but it was either Dust 2 or Mirage. Now you can either play Dust 2 with very long angles where you're just gonna get into an aim battle with Steve where you probably lose, or you play Mirage where you get into like a positional battle where you probably lose against Steve. Personally, I think that the positional battle against Steve and
I think
and Andy.
Team Unk pulling out a 5-map playbook with adding the Mirage. It's a pretty puggy map everyone's played. I think you'd pull that out against a team who has shied away from Mirage, a team who doesn't really want to play Mirage too much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure everyone's comfortable playing it, but I think you pull that out more against... like you guys, for example, would typically try to get away from Mirage in the regular season.
100%.
Some other teams also, maybe like you could play it against an Ultra Burger to kind of flex it. You know, I don't know how much people really weigh an Ultra Burger defeat, but... You know, if they go out on Mirage against Ultra Burger, for example, and put on a nice little stomp, I think teams might be a little afraid of that.
Yeah. I will keep the audience up and you updated. We are taking a 5-minute
it's all
bathroom
good.
break,
It's
it
all
looks
good.
like.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. So, I guess in our break to Phil, what did you think of that map one?
I didn't like... One thing I feel like I've always kind of praised Team Unk for was their pace changes. This kind of felt like there was no pace change. It was one pace and it was slow.
Yeah.
It was only slow. And slow can work, but against someone like Steve, I think you're always going to kind of lose the slow battle. It's always, you start out fast, go slow, change it up. They never changed it up. That hurt them on their T sides in particular. What I'd like to see them doing here, now, I will say this. They picked Anubis. Or Team Greek picked Anubis. No, sorry, Team Unk picked Anubis, sorry.
That's true. Team Unk picked it, yes.
Anubis is coming up. Anubis is an insane map for pace changes. We've seen this time and time again. You go fast mid, you go slow main, you go...
We've
literally
seen some
the world
big
is
Team
your
Unk
oyster.
victories with some very good changes of pace.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. So, I do expect this map to go a little bit differently. If Team Unk lose, it's not going to be like, 5-3 first half or anything. It's going to be very close. You might get an overtime. This is definitely their type of map where it's positional. You're switching it up on them. You're not always doing the same thing.
Yeah, not to keep harking on the veto, but I would have to assume the uncomfortability and pace changing would come from that. Maybe I'm just reading too much into that, but speaking of another questionable veto decision, I'm not sure why Team Greek has elected to start the CT side of Anubis. That is traditionally the harder side, whether in comp or Wingman. And Team Unk has shown beautiful work on their T side Anubis, and Anubis in general. So I would have liked to see Team Greek maybe start T side, but obviously if their comfort is the CT side in general, maybe they're electing to go that route.
So, to answer that question, I'm going to kind of say something that I heard from Team Liquid back when Nitro was in the team, where they were picking their maps and everything, and the last map was Ancient. Or no. I think the last map was
Nitro,
Ancient.
by
They
the way,
won
he's
the...
actually having a second kid.
Yeah, dude.
He's
I
missing
love
the
that
major
guy.
for it.
Dude, he's Captain America. Is he actually missing the major? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
they just announced it earlier today. He's not gonna play because
Oh
second
no,
kid.
dude. Well, happy for Nitro, but man, I would love to see him play.
Yeah.
Anyways, they won the knife and they were deciding ancient CT or T side. They picked to go. They decided to go CT. They decided to go T side first.
Mhm.
And after the game, they were asked about it. They said, "You want to finish on the stronger side, because the first
I've
half,
heard that,
okay,
yeah.
you lose the first half, okay. As long as you make it close, you finish out on the stronger side,
Mhm.
the one where you are easily favored." And I think Anubis is pretty understandably a T-sided map. So you want to finish out on the T side where you have all the options for pace changes. You have all the options mid, connectors, you have all the
Mhm.
stuff. Main.
I understand.
I think that's kind of what the thought process was.
I think my counter to that would be on a map like Anubis that is so lopsided, you do risk just potentially going down like a 6-2, and then your T side starts and you lose pistol, and now you're 2-7. You know it's possible, but do you ever want to be in that boat to have to come back? You know what I mean? You know it's possible. You know it's
That is
doable.
true.
You know you can have a good T side, but you don't want to ever be in that boat. You know.
No, that's fair. What I will say then to that point is this is kind of the Dan K stat. Everyone knows it. Every map's inherently CT sided.
Mm.
And so if the T
Interesting
side is
take.
favored, I mean, it's true. All they have to do
I
is
don't
hold
know
the
if that's-
objective.
Can we get a
No, I
fact
mean,
check
if you
on
think
this?
it has something to do with the all the peaking angles from the T sides and everything. Every angle's inherently kind of favored towards the CT for the right hand peak and all that.
I would agree if this was like 6 years ago. I think
And
some maps
you know what?
are. Anubis is definitely T sided. Dust 2, I think, is T sided as well. But. That's also
Then
comp. I
case
think
that-
Wingman's a little different. I think Wingman in general is a little T sided. But that could just be me.
No, I mean I do agree. Anubis is T sided, but I will say you either have a great CT you either have a great CT side or you don't. If you have a great CT side, then you finish off easy with a couple rounds on the T side.
Oh, yeah.
You don't, you play the easier side. Either way, it's kind of really a win-win.
No, I understand. It's I'd say it's a glass half full versus half empty type of argument, you know? Like, no one's really particularly wrong. It's really just a matter of perspective.
All right.
Are they back, or is we got a code Browns, though?
No,
What's
we're-
going on?
No, we're back.
Okay.
Like my goat Central C said, I'm not in my bag. I'm loading into the map of Anubis. To play the second map.
What song was that?
Loading by Central C.
Okay. I didn't realize he had ball knowledge like that.
He does. He played the Nintendo DS with Sabrina Carpenter.
The Nintendo DS, infamous for its Counter-Strike 2 Anubis gameplay.
I'm gonna give him a second. Who's number 3? Danzo.
Yep, Danzo is number 3. That is correct, Mundo. C. Correcto.
Good song though. Central C. I listened to him a lot this year.
Yeah. Got some good songs.
I'm not in my bag. I'm loading. Back then it was hand to hand. Nowadays I don't have no involvement. MP. Score. More about bend. All right.
So, is this the map we actually saw Team Greek lose
Alright.
to Team Monk on early in the season, or am
I
I
think so.
misremembering?
No, Team Greek has been pretty bad on this map.
Okay. Team Monk also a strong suit for them, which glad
Makes
they at
sense
least
with all
stuck
the
with their
pace
strengths
changes.
here in the veto.
Steve immediately
Steve.
dead. See,
Not even a chance.
and this is what
retail.
I told you. This was gonna be the pace change, fast through mid, get the insta kill onto Steve.
Andy is lost.
Pre-plant.
Still thinks it's middle. The bomb's already down.
Yeah, I don't.
Team Monk You know, you don't need complex nades and lineups for strategy, and I think Team Monk shows that time and time again. You can just, I want to say some classic old school calling, kind of, which is funny, befitting their name, the Unks. But you don't necessarily need the craziest nade lineups. You don't need the best utility.
Just
Sometimes you
WT
just need
kill 'em.
to, yeah, like play together. You trade out, change the pace a little, adapt to what they're doing. I feel like that's what Team Monk is very good at in general as a team. Double Mac 10s as well. Team Monk perhaps actually taking this seriously for once. No shotgunnery. No tomfoolery. As Team Greek actually takes an early peek into B main. Also an odd buy, Andy with body armor. And Steven with the Deagle. Not really sure
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking
about
here.
the Deagle. I'll let it slide.
Deagle,
The
I can,
body
I,
armor
I
is a
can
little
make
bizarre.
sense. You want to see Steve buy the body armor and then Andy drop the Deagle, no? Am I tripping? Am I taking that?
Yeah, or if Andy wants to... you should combine them, for sure. Or just don't buy the
Yeah.
body armor. I'm not really sure. Body armor with no head armor is... I never really understood people that do that on this round. It's... You're very likely to just get one bolted by a running Mac 10.
Yeah. Speaking of, so waiting out the mid push that doesn't come in, so now they're going to elect to just kind of push A main, which
Clock is running down. Danzo freehands a smoke that will... land where intended, I'd have to say. Oh, little team damage. They trade out. That's what I mean.
All right, it works out.
You know, they slowed it down. They poked. They prodded. But in the end, they double swing. That's the fundamentals. I don't want to leak anything per se, but I was talking with another player within the tournament who, funny enough, he said, "Hey, look, if next season me and my teammate just double peek everything, there's no way we lose a game." And I said, "You're correct. That's kind of." I said, if you guys did that, you would have won more games. I can't argue with that. I don't think really many of the teams are doing that, with the exception of Team Monk occasionally, really.
Who is this? I have to imagine it was either Dom.
It was Will B.
Or-
He said if me and Caffey... I had proposed when Ethan 1v2ing them as a joke for the finals. And Caffey's like, there's no way we'd lose. And I was like, I don't know. He's pretty good. And like, I mean, you know how your guys' season went. To which he retorted, or Will retorted, there's no way we'd lose. We'd just double swing him. And I said, why didn't you do that the whole tournament then? But she said, well, yeah, if we did, yeah, that's, you know, I was kind of trying to plant the seed for him. Like, you know, you don't have to
didn't know
double
Will P
swing
had
in a
ball
1v1.
knowledge.
You can double swing in a 2v2. Pretty good. It's kind of just fundamentals.
I didn't know Will P had ball knowledge like that.
Yeah, Will P,
All right, so we got it.
great idea, just, yeah, that's kind of why I poked fun at it. Like, well, why don't you guys just do that in general? Like, why don't you just double swing people normally? Team Monks there kind of outdid themselves, outplayed themselves, really.
Yeah, that was tough.
Steve and Andy kind of found the gaps where they needed to, and Team Monk just didn't have time nor utility left to really get anything done.
They also took too long to kind of get any damage onto
Yeah.
Steve.
Yep.
They kill Steve earlier there. Maybe they swing back, look towards Temple, but what is what it is.
I've also seen Danzo do some of his best work on this map in particular, so Danzo definitely a player to look out for.
All right, again, another slow round. So first, you want to switch it up. First round, they go fast, mid, get the kill, boom. Second round, slow. They end up winning the round, whatever. Third round, they go slow, lose. This round, you kind of want to see something. Nade. And so you have a nade. I believe in you. 10 HP,
Okay.
gets the kill. All right,
Maybe
go fast.
not getting away there, which he absolutely should not be getting away.
All right.
Steve kind of whipping the spray a bit. Would have liked to see him there get two, as T-Monk was a bit disjointed running through that smoke, but...
I think he tried to back away a little bit. Maybe got caught out of a position. Didn't expect them to push the smoke there, but
Sorry.
Hendo pushing that smoke and
Good timing, for sure.
yeah, favorable timing for him.
Let's see here.
Hendo's
what
gonna throw
Andy
Molly
does.
towards main. Another slow round. So Dance is gonna go towards water. Hendo's gonna kind of just hold mid passively. They're both gonna hold passively. Steve is gonna push water though, so actually maybe Danzo had the right read.
Danzo will not have a shadow advantage here, but we'll have Steve
He
looking
does
the
get the
wrong
kill
way
anyways.
for some reason. Not really
Yeah, I think he
sure
was. I think he was
why.
expecting bridge. He was hoping to find something bridge, maybe thinking
Mhm.
that they would go mid.
Indy will hear one. Might catch Danzo here on the drop down. Who has bomb? This round could go south very quickly.
No, Danzo's holding the main push. Now he's gonna finally elect to drop.
Don't
Hendo's making
think
a lot of
many people
noise.
have heard that. Hendo definitely trying to stall for Danzo, draw away some attention.
Danzo finally making his move now. Yeah, realizing it's low, finds him, gets insta headshot, boom. All right, 4-1. All right, this is looking a lot
I
more.
just thought of something. Hold on.
You're thinking. I like to hear it. What are we thinking?
Where show player crosshairs? Let's do everyone. It does not work on spectator.
I don't know. I see 3 different crosshairs.
Oh, okay. There's still that spectator bug. We just got flashbanged. Yeah, I don't know why I don't
Yeah,
see their
there's
crosshairs.
I see their crosshairs. Danzo and Hendo both have pink, and then I guess Andy has the green, and then Steve has the white fin.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to play around with that some more in between the rounds. Looks like it's on from what I can tell, but maybe not.
I'm still getting the flashbanging
Yeah,
effect.
I just had
didn't-
that, yeah. They said they
It
fixed
didn't-
it, but clearly not. I just
Clearly
had it
not.
happen. Like,
Alright.
deep fries your image and then flashbangs you. Nothing really too exciting here for this round, though, unless Andy makes it, which he will not, as Danzo takes down 2.
5-1.
Let's see the spectator. No, crosshair. Yeah, show player crosshairs everyone. Always, always. Yeah, I wonder why it's not showing. Either way, full buy here for Team Greek. Andy, a lot of these full buy rounds does elect to buy the MP9.
Yeah, he
I
has
have
a
to
lot
assume
of
it's what he's
money. You
comfortable
have
with,
to.
but yeah, he always has so
You have
much
to.
money.
I mean, he's got a kind of an angle where if they push into him, I guess he kind of wins. But like,
with
Steve
a
gets the
flank.
kill. Doesn't matter.
Andy kind of jumped into the gun and there. Ooh.
He's down at 31 HP now.
Might accidentally
going-
find himself on the site if he paths correctly here.
He's not. They're both gonna swing out this angle.
Oh,
He gets the one, but not the other.
very close.
Unlucky. All right. Five rounds on the T side of Anubis. Maybe you want to see them get 6. Dan's gonna bring up. Oh, double op here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we got here?
We're
What are you
getting
thinking?
we're reaching silliness levels I've never seen before.
Snacks, help me out here. Danzo is Snacks IGL confirmed. He
Alright,
gets the kill on the Steve. All right, it's
number
working.
one.
I've seen enough. Sign this man up. I've seen enough.
yeah, he can IGL Spirit when I kick that shot. I'm sure Danzo's Russian
Dude.
is good enough to say don't go kill.
Dude, I've seen so many videos talking about why Spirit's been bad, and like none of them are like. Everyone's like it's Chopper's fault. It's this guy's fault. It's actually
can't
somehow
blame
Magic's
Dom,
his fault.
So. that's one of the. You
You
can't really
can't-
blame Donk. Can't really blame Shiro. Everyone else, it's kind of like old Navi with Simple Electronic. You can blame
Right,
anyone
right.
but them two, basically. Everyone else is fair
Yeah,
game.
Exactly.
Steve here, full util belt. In middle. Choosing not to throw any of it, I would presume saving it for a site take. But unfortunately might not come in, as Andy might get caught here in a double push. Will not, actually. Steve? How adventurous are we feeling? None. Okay. Andy here will be creeping back around B main, Steven pushing through, kind of taking the space they know they're given here, with the Unks pushed up decently far into canals. Danzo electing to double down and push out further, leaving Hendo This could spell disaster for the Unks. Danzo making a lot of noise here. Clearing out mid. Don't think Andy
They kind of
heard
have to
him.
know it's water.
The
Surely they know
T's
it's
have
water.
to know that they are being flanked, or it's E-box kind of area connector. Steve,
They've spot
for
the
some
one
reason,
now.
hasn't smoked it off yet. Smokes it off.
Oh, but
too
Hendo gets the
late.
kill.
We'll find Danzo.
1v1,
Hendo
1v1.
really is going to overswing here. but
Oh,
yeah, anyway.
nice Hendo with a double kill there. Yes, sir.
I'm not sure why Steven didn't elect to... They cleared out everything, but electrical. Surely you just smoke that as Steven and Andy walks out and plants. Like, that's...
Even then, they had the tempo control. They basically had
they had
control.
everything. I'm not really sure what the...
They could have
the
planted there for
latency
free.
was. Yeah, I'm not sure why they were so... Early buy.
Oh wow.
Quick round coming out. A lot of trades. Team Greek takes it out, though. Team Unk here will get to kind of play, you know, CT side, the worst side, after losing pistol, but up 7 rounds, 7-3. You only need to really luck 2 rounds out here, and I imagine Team Unk will force buy till they basically win this game or lose it.
Double mid. They're gonna like to go.
Yeah, Team Unk, this is a pretty staple decision for them, as you said. They like to play around different areas of the map. You know, sometimes they push something together, sometimes they sit back.
They
Anubis
spot the
really lets
one,
them
but
do
they
that.
don't expect a double push. Hold on. I don't know if they hear it. Steven's
Steven
back
does
now.
hear this. And cleans
I
it.
guess it's Alright, I want to see Team Unk take a save here. Maybe you buy upgraded pistols, but nothing.
No.
Nothing else, please.
Armor already bought
Oh
for
my god,
Danzo.
armor. Instabot armor.
He's sizing up. What
And
SMG can I
MP9.
buy? Yep, he's sizing up the guns. He's going, what can
Both
I buy?
of them. Smoke. Yep.
The buff blue. I don't think I've ever seen that skin before.
It is one of the new drops.
That would make sense. Speaking of drop, Danzo potentially here getting the drop on Team Greek, playing around the smoke with
He's
the
playing
MP9.
around the smoke, yeah.
Could catch a timing here. May get timing
gonna
to
go towards
no,
pizza.
they'll fall back. Okay.
Leaving Team Greek none the wiser. Team
Steve
Greek has always
here-
played the slow rounds.
Yeah, Steve here is very afraid of a slow push from mid, which is fair. Danzo getting
Danzo.
a bit overzealous here. Hendo
So close, 17.
too delayed, really, to trade. Not going to get the jump on them. They're going to be looking... They have to be looking that way anyway.
Surely you take a save here. Nope, armor already bought.
I think Danzo may have jumped the gun there, perhaps.
MP7?
Yeah, he can
Chat.
afford it.
But
Also coming out with a
armor
first
for Hendo.
timeout for the team
MP7.
not named Team Thickums.
I'd like to see it.
I like to see it. I like to see that as well. Just the decision after
Take
a
your
timeout is 2 MP7s with the Utah. They must be cooking up a strategy here. The buy looks like they got straight into that.
Well, they're both kind of looking towards A main. They've already double pushed A main once before.
Somehow Andy ended up with a fucking MP. Then he's on T side. Who gave this man an MP9? There's a Galil right there, and here's Andy with an MP9 on T side. I don't know what his love for the
But we've
MP9 is.
alright,
but-
we've seen Andy buy the SMGs on full buy rounds. I mean, this isn't anything new. This is,
How did he get an MP9?
they bought it last round, huh?
I know. I'm just saying it's funny. The MP9 ends up in this dude's hands regardless.
It's the best gun in the game.
Like surely last
Oh,
round he had a
wait.
Galil AK that he dropped to pick up this MP9 from Danzo.
This is not good. They are
Oh,
they were
no.
boosting
Yeah.
Killer. This is not good. Oh wait, they're okay. The T's are doubling back through CT. Finally,
But
someone's
when
gonna
do they
look
call
around.
off the boost? They called it off. Okay.
Hopefully, so yeah, they called it off. Jesus, my God.
They're gonna double push mid now. They're actually just gonna elect to give it up. Okay.
Dancer's bad doubling back. He's gonna hear the molly. It's not gonna really
Yeah,
prevent him
the
from
doesn't
pushing
stop
out though.
it.
He's got himself in favorable position, I guess. Gonna get naded down to 90. Does that really hurt him? Andy at 2. Oh.
Alright.
Steve with this quick headshot there. So
Greek kind of vindicating you, Dan K. Starting CT side, getting mopped around. Down 2-7, now 6-7. As they bring their T side back.
6-7. My favorite
6
score
to
line.
7.
Listen, I'm not being vindicated. I've never been wrong in my life. Another force by coming out of here from Team Unk. This is gonna be their undoing, probably.
What are you gonna see here? Steve's gonna look back at middle and we'll find timing on the Hendo. Yep. Team playing disjointed this round. Sending Hendo out on the solo mish.
Alright, hold on.
Andy. Okay.
10 HP though.
I would honestly like to see... I would have seen, I guess at this point, it's a bit too late. Would have liked to see Team Unk save a bit more.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think Danzu does his best work with the M4 and the XM, and at the rate they've been force buying, they haven't really been able to get one out. Danzo's been on SMGs, which aren't terrible for him, but I've seen Danzo
Frag out on the
multi-frag. Yeah,
on the
he's got a
M4.
lot of multi-frags, lots of clutches with the M4 and XM.
This reposition here is bad. He has to re-clear
Yeah, this is-
everything.
Unless Steve kind of throws the round away.
And
this is
and
it's
no
over.
kit.
It's over.
I mean,
No kit. Round's officially done.
yeah.
Steve ends it fancily with the one tap.
7-7. Now, do you play here for overtime if you're the CTs, or do you force buy
So,
again? I think
They have
they're already
force bought
armor bot.
every single round up to this point. They're not gonna stop.
This is gonna be a post-interview question. I know it.
I mean, they've said it before. They live by the force buy, die by the force buy. You know, sometimes there's a world they force buy and the game's 8-3, and then there's this world we're in now. Reality.
Sometimes you crank that soldier boy. Sometimes that soldier boy cranks you.
It's very true.
That's what they be saying.
Oh,
Oh. Do we restart that
are we
round?
serious?
With
I don't know
damage?
if we can restart individual rounds is the issue.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we don't really have like a dedicated server for this. Kind of just you hosting. I don't know if you have settings on to even take screenshots in between the rounds and the ability to restore those. I would assume not.
I don't even have my clipping on. I could wait for your stream to get to this point and.
Is Andy coming back, by the way? Alright, Steve called a timeout. Interesting. Well, there you go. Team Monk finally wins the second round of this half off the back of Andy.
Can I just set the score to 7-7 and they can replay that round?
I have no
What's
idea
the-
if you could
What's the command for that?
do that. You might be able to do that. The money will be messed up for them, though, is the issue.
That's true, but like Team Greek had won
I have no idea.
had
what
won
those
4 in a
commands are
row, they
now.
would have been max.
Yeah, I have no idea what the MP backup restore commands. I have no idea what those, if you have those on or what you need to do for those. This is curious. Yeah, I don't know if you can even change the score off the rip.
Oh wait,
There
hold
has
on.
to be a way.
Hold on. MP underscore.
Steve just messaged me, how are we doing this? That's a great question. I guess for starters.
7-7. That was round 15.
I believe we're on round 15 now, no?
No, it's around 16 now.
Oh,
because it's
sorry. Last round was
7-5.
round 15. You're correct. Oh my gosh. You did it. How does this work? You'll have to tell me after the game. Andy also needs to rejoin, so I guess just... What command did you do, Denka?
Hold on. Restore underscore load file backup underscore round 14 dot. Okay, we did it. MP underscore backup underscore restore underscore load underscore file space backup round 14.txt. Quick, thank you, Reddit. Reddit has all the answers. He's done miracles on me.
Andy needs to join back first of all, but you said it's MP backup restore load file?
MP underscore backup restore load file space backup
then-
round.
Interesting.
So I did round 14. That was the one that worked.
15...
15, I guess, was the one after. I don't really
Yeah,
know.
I guess maybe it does like the end of the round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, well they're live. That's cool. That's good to know.
All right, so we are
Sorry about that.
back live. I figured it out.
Yeah.
Chat, I'm just listen, biggest brain on the galaxy. Thank me later.
Yeah, good job. Oh. Surely you're not alt tabbing.
Don't worry about it. Why? What happened?
It's all good. No one was throwing any nades or shooting.
Okay, well that's good. As long as no one was throwing any nades or shooting. I did alt tab. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. You're the only one watching the stream still anyway. Actually, looks like Sweeney's in here allegedly. I think he's idle though. It's not counting him as a viewer. Leech is in here. Yeah, Andy also disconnected early before any pushes came out either, which is good. No real strategy was given away.
All right.
Believe both
We kind of have a
teams
nice
bought
crossfire
roughly what they
setting
bought
up
the
here by
previous
the
time.
CPs. Neither of them are going to get smoked out or anything. Molly misses counter their position entirely. And
Are
knows
you
going to get the
serious?
Dance is going to get the kill.
Not really sure what's going on. T-Monk wins the round anyway. Okay.
All right, well, that works. AK's on both of them now. We're going to see Andy buy an SMG.
He's looking for
Surely.
the MP9. He can't find it. Oh, AK?
He
No
buys the
armor.
AK, no armor. Guys.
Interesting.
This is a Dan K classic here.
This is a crazy setup, by the way, from T-Monk.
This
is
gambit might pay
hilarious.
off.
Yeah,
This
it
gambit
pay off.
might pay off.
Someone's got the reads out right now. Dr.
Someone has
Seuss.
walls. Someone has walls.
I think they just have Steven Red.
They're holding it still. This might actually work out for them.
No.
Oh my god.
Andy did not get the call out or did not hear, and it was to the left. Oh my.
I mean, it was a bang bang play that happened within the span of a second or two. Oh my god.
Wowzers.
I didn't even think we were gonna go to a map 3, but my favorite map Poseidon, is coming out.
I called Team Greek 2-1, and we're going to Poseidon, who is a Greek god himself. And this is where Team Greek will win.
Hey.
This whole thing has
Hey.
been scripted. Sorry to let you guys in on the WWE behind the scenes, but... First time chat, what's the Broys Wingman League? A Wingman League I am running with some of my friends. It's like... kind of similar to how I guess a Pro League format would be. It's like group stage playoffs.
But Goyim, if you're listening to me, you need to know nothing else except for this. This is the last map of the third place decider match.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
This is going to be the most electric thing you ever watch in your life. You think the twist ending at the end of The Sixth Sense was wild? No, my friend. This is the only thing you will ever need to know, and it is Team Greek versus Team Unk now. Team Unk, average age, 29 years old. Team Greek,
Is it open
one
to,
of them's not even
public
Greek.
or nah? I'm thinking next tourney I might allow people in. I don't know how far we're gonna go with that, but I've thought about it for sure. My main concern with opening up to the general public random people is, you know, CS's anti-cheat is kind of ass. But I am open to the idea for sure. I also don't know how good you are at the game. Most of the people in this tournament are not particularly great.
It's a very casual format.
Yeah, a lot of the people in here don't even really have a premier ranking or a very low one. I myself am hosting because I'm pretty good and wouldn't really be fair. Not to, you know, boost my own ego, but it's me and probably 2 other players that have hosted and ran stuff that aren't really playing to make it more fair for everyone else, but so I don't know what your skill level would be. Yeah, if you're like level 10 or something, I definitely would not want you playing. Oh, gotcha. You have a Wingman you play casual with. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the Wingman players are pretty casual. No, okay, no premier ranking. Okay. No, you'd fit in for sure. There's a lot of players here that literally no premier ranking, like light blue, like not super, you know, skilled or anything. Some decent players for sure. But nothing too crazy. So they knife rounding or?
This
like
is the
they
knife
are.
round
Okay.
here, yeah. So Steve is going to. Alright,
They're
they're kind
pretty
of playing
split up.
giveaway
Yeah, I'm
here.
not really sure what's going on. Steve's making his way over. What's going on here?
Alright, Steve is dead in 2v1.
Not to toot my own horn, I'm pretty good, but we just play so much we've been looking for a tournament style thing to try and test our skills. No, I got you. There's not really much stuff for a Wingman either. I don't know how many people you would be able to get going, but if you know like Face It or the ESEA League they have, that's a pretty good way to like... ESEA does like a league style thing, and then, which is it's hosted on Face It, and Face It itself has tourneys for like pretty sure they still do it. They'd have like a night where like maybe Wednesday's like Anubis night or something, and but that's 5v5. But that's definitely something you could do for fun. It's free to enter. I don't know how you feel about playing on Face It, but
Alright,
much
we
if you
are
wanna
now
do
live.
Any kind of tournament team style stuff, you got to go on Face It and either do their cups, their like Friday night does too or something, whatever the maps are for the days, or like ECA League.
Alright, enough of that. This is map 3. We are in the first round of the decider map of the third place match. Team Unk are going to take it slow towards the front side position here, right by the stairs. Team Greek playing a little split up. Steve towards the pool. Andy underneath the balcony. Now, Hendo is going to push up top on catwalk. Going to spot nothing.
Danzo
Which
just
is to be
spotted Steve
expected.
out, actually.
They're going to double swing in here. He's going to try and place angles, although he can't get it. Hendo with 1, and Steve cannot convert and find a headshot. Now Steve is low, 23 HP. Okay, we're good. Hendo going to drop down, go towards CT. Steve is going to make his way towards site.
Steve here is one shot, but he will be able to play around the headshot angles right now. Could come to his
You
advantage.
can see him, spot him. You have an ultra-wide monitor? Please?
Hendo does. Ooh.
Oh, and he gets the
Nice.
headshot anyways. Team Unk takes the first round.
Little 1v2
Big
clutch
win
from
there.
Hendo. Let's see. Steve scouting, pretty surprised he has money for scout and armor. I don't know how he has that money.
I don't know. He's gonna hear them both drop down.
Andy's gonna get
XM
blasted
close
down.
range. That's gonna happen.
Steve going for the jump scout here. One kill
Oh,
down.
Steve gets the one.
Ooh, Danzo whipping. So is Steve.
13 HP. He's gotta know he's low. He's gonna get the Glock out, and he's gonna convert anyways.
Got a little
Kick
scary
up.
there, but everything under
Got a
control.
little. Pardon my French, but it got a little sus.
Little sussy.
A little sussy. What's going on there? Alright. Danzo's gonna throw, I assume, the cross smoke to let them kind of go into the pool house.
That's what was going to be honest.
Oh, Steve is
Steven.
at 12 HP! What a nade! He
pretty
ate,
brutal.
he ate that. Like me when I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, dude, he ate that.
Team Monk also playing pretty precautious here. Oh, alright, Steven's down. I assume they'll make some more moves onto the site now.
Yeah, he's gonna plant here.
Andy
Danzo's gonna spot him out towards pool. Hendo's gonna hold a plant, stay on site, maybe push out, get a kill. So, perfect. Good, well played there. 3-0, quick 3-0 there from Team Unk. First full buy round of the game. Down 3-0.
Have we seen Team Greek ever play Poseidon before?
I want to say
haven't.
once. I want to say in the semis. No. Did they play Ravine?
They
I
played
can't
Ravine,
remember.
Yeah. Oh, they're feeling the boost here. It's a little embarrassing. Andy will be nated down to 60. Ooh. Somehow gets Danzo
Hendo's
there.
gonna... Bomb is down though up on catwalk. Hendo's electing to go for the kill, kind of electing to ignore the bomb altogether.
Andy here repositioning though. Will be going towards the site. Might catch Hendo off guard here.
Hendo's kind of behind him though now.
Andy has
He can
to
hear the
this, yep.
footsteps. He has to hear the footsteps. Clear the site and oh, knife out. Ooh, that's rough. All right, so 3-1.
I think Hendo might have expected Andy to go for a quicker flank, which is what he was trying to potentially go catch, but Andy elected to come back closer to that connector area.
Oh, your favorite gun being bought
Yep, Danzo with the SG.
with the Krieg.
I think he's just throwing the smoke, just kind of seeing where it goes. That one was decent.
That one was good. Free fire almost catching him off guard, but not quite. Nade comes out. Steve now at 6'8". That is 1 digit away either direction from my favorite numbers of all time. And Team Unk gets the kills, so. 4-1 now here for Team Unk. Now, you've seen Poseidon, I've played Poseidon. Thoughts? Is it T-sided or CT-sided?
I've played it once. Game wasn't very long. I did get a lot of rounds on T.
Alright. Alright.
Like I said, I think I'm gonna stick with pretty much every. Ooh, hold on here. Steve here making a little interesting with the DJ.
Oh, Danzo with a headshot.
1v2
Alright.
clutch as well from Danzo. I think most Wingman maps are just pretty inherently T-sided. I mean, you can just go
Okay.
somewhere as two, and you run into either no people or one person. You very rarely run into two CTs double pushing or stacking something. And if you do, I mean, it's still a 2v2 fight, you know?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I would kind of agree with that. I feel like, especially Poseidon feels to be a little bit T-sided because of all the weird angles you can hold.
Mm-hmm.
He spots his head, no? Sees Danzo's head.
Danzo there. Pretty rough with, but they have some rounds to play with, so don't beat yourself up too bad on that one. Good nade.
Alright, now Steve has been eating these nades like I'm an African child and someone just sent me a shipment of food.
Alright. Steve usually is well a bit better with dishing out the utility damage. This game seems to be taking it all.
Now Andy here in a 1v2. Gonna whiff the deagle shots onto Dan, so they're gonna know where he is. Quick plant on the other side of the main pillar.
Alright.
That
Andy
pre-fire
hoping to get
was
a
almost
blind
good.
kill for the plant. Fortunately, they're planting on the other side of the site pillar.
You know, that will happen. Smoke coming out on the cap position. No one's gonna follow up behind it. Flash on the site. Some smokes on the site. Flash. Oh.
They're caught off guard, not quite able.
But
to
Hendo,
take
he
him
lives
down.
7 HP. The quality of life is 7 HP.
Flash, same play actually, funny enough, this time. Not getting any damage on a Danzo, but Endo finished off. Great
Okay.
round from Endo.
6-2. Respectable scoreline. We just talked about how Poseidon and some Wingman maps are a little bit T-sided. Maybe you want to see.
But you have to
Team
get the
Greek
ball
make a little
rolling
bit of
though
a
with a
comeback.
pistol round.
Yeah, it all starts here with the pistol. They lose this pistol, I'm gonna tell you, not much hope here. They win the pistol, I'm ready to talk.
Yeah, Wingman kind of rewards individual plays, you know, being good with all kinds of weapons. You don't really get to see too much strategy and full buys a lot of the time.
Oh my Hendo!
Endo with a quick kill on the sweaty.
He spots the second, surely, no?
Ooh, Andy with a return headshot on the Danzo.
You know, yeah. I mean,
Very
is Hendo playing
cautious.
4-base?
Andy. Ooh, okay.
He's low.
Endo full HP here. Position known, roughly.
I mean, there we go.
Position is successful.
Is Hendo playing on 4x3?
I don't know,
I feel like-
honestly. Oh, I just got the... Dude, this glitch is... kind of
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I use the number pads to switch, dude.
Same,
I
I'm using
can't.
the
I
numbers
can't.
to swap, and sometimes it just... like, deep fries the screen. But a 7-2 lead for Team Unk. We saw a very similar scoreline last map, and it got pretty dicey. I don't know if Poseidon's necessarily as T-sided as Anubis is, though. And here also is going to over-peek with the bomb. This spells
Yeah, he has
disaster.
to.
Will take down
He's gonna
Danzo.
get the kill, but now Hendo has the bomb, and surely he knows. Steve with the 1 beak. Okay.
Beautiful shot from Steve.
Oni pixel stat. You win the pistol round, lose the follow-up round. It's a net negative. Doesn't matter. They got 4 rounds up on Team Greek.
And this
Team
is like I
Unk,
said, I
are
would like
they
to see
going-
Team Unk save.
And no
Actually,
armor, no defense. Wow.
Maybe learning from last map a little, not wanting to force things as much. Endo not really taking his time there, Andy able to chop down both of the CTs pretty quickly.
We have seen Hendo not trust his aim a little bit. On this map,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
when Hendo let some players slide around the map because he didn't trust his name. So
Yeah, I do expect Danzo to bring out the all for the remainder of the game on these buy rounds. I think on this map we can see.
ooh, Danzo with a quick headshot. Hendo's going to 50 HP, no utility though on Danzo. Steve with a flash molly nade.
Yeah, I think Danzo and Team Unk in general on this map likes to... I've noticed they do play for force buys a bit more simply because Danzo likes to pull out the scoped weapons on a map with this long range, which I think is a very sad one. As Steve's reposition will have Danzo lost. Team Greek slowly bringing the lead to a close, 5-7.
Armor on Danzo, MP9 on Danzo. Smoke nade.
Very possible
Armor.
here we might see a... Oh, I'm getting the deep fry glitch. Cool. Very possible here we might see another 6-7 scoreline.
I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna do the thing if it is. By the way, just letting you know.
Ooh, if Tendo's gonna get Andy on the timing here, he will. Steve able to trade the Danzo
Oh,
as
but,
well.
all right.
No
Way to
6-7.
respond to losing the follow-up round.
8-5, 3 consecutive match
Oh, but he
points
didn't pick
for
up
Team
the
Unk to close this
AK.
out. Steve with the off. Putting all the cards on the table right now.
All right. So...
Ooh.
Oh, and Danzo with the
Immediately taken down
headshot.
by Danzo.
Oh my gosh. Op. 1v2 situation with the op.
This
It's
is
tough.
the last life required for Team Unk to take the 3rd place in the tourney. Andy with
Ooh, a missed
whiff.
op shot onto the Hendo. Hendo's now going to go back up and reposition here, get to a safer place. But
Andy with
Andy's
the
going to
unk,
move
though.
closer.
Only needs one.
Hendo's
bullet
kind of
to
watching this.
kill.
Hendo kind of
HP not
backs
too
away
much of a
from.
concern. Barely misses Danzo, who is kind of just jiggling out. He's got to catch Andy. Oh.
There it is. That's the map.
Team Unk takes 3rd place.
Well played there from Team Unk.
Yeah.
I never doubted them for a second.
You had the right winner. I had the right score line. There you go.
There we go. Everyone's a winner. here
Yeah, you
in
know,
the
we both
Boys
kind of
League.
won in our own regards.
So, I mean, well played there. I think that was a pretty good series, all things considered.
It wasn't bad. Not bad for a 3rd place decider.
Yeah. Let's get the
Won 3 maps,
losing
can't
team in
complain.
here. Yeah, 3 maps. Poseidon was played. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the losing team, Team Greek, in here. Let's speak with Steve and Andy.
Hello.
This
Gentlemen.
is
What is up, gamers?
certified hood classic.
What's up, gentlemen?
Gentlemen, how are you guys feeling after that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Not too great.
That's not a good question, you know. You can't just ask losers how they're feeling after they lost the game.
All right.
It's just
Are you
like-
ready
We
for?
lost on home turf, man. It wasn't a good look.
All right, ready for a real question, gentlemen? We kind of noticed up until Poseidon, you guys were kind of in the driver's seat the entire series. What went wrong?
Andy lost his internet connection.
I reset the rounds.
No, that's why, though.
Surely.
You think we were in the driver's seat?
I think up until Team Greek, or sorry, Team Unk won on Anubis, I think you guys were in the driver's seat.
So we were in the driver's seat for,
Well, you
For
were
the
winning.
that we
for,
won.
for
Yeah.
the first game.
What are we cooking up here, Dan?
Excellent. Yeah, Nick, could you expand on that?
We're the ones
Hey.
asking the questions here.
I don't know what to say.
Listen,
The interview's been flipped.
Crickets.
Listen,
So,
guys.
So why aren't you in the tournament anymore?
Oh,
Yeah, why did
alright.
why did you guys lose? What's going on
Alright,
here?
let's-
Why did
let's
you guys
calm
lose?
down. Everyone calm
Why did
down,
you guys
calm
lose?
down. Steve, Andy, I'd like to thank you for playing a 3rd place match. I thought of the idea. I didn't want to bring it up, but you brought it up yourself, I believe, Steve. I think it was a good idea. Good way to, you know,
Yeah, why not?
keep the games
I thought it
flowing.
would,
Why not?
Why not? I wanted to see if I was like eligible for the hairy chest,
Exactly.
but it would seem
exactly.
that I am not. So that's all right.
Hey.
Danzo and
Is-
Hendo, they played good. They deserve the hairy chest.
Is the final being played tonight?
I'm convinced
No.
the final's not being played ever, to be honest with you.
6, 7.
Interesting. Why is that?
We have
So,
the
if I
most
told you the 4
unresponsive
people coordinating this are the Sadly brothers, Sweeney, and then Ethan, how many people do you think are actively trying to schedule this match?
Got it. I don't think any additional analysis is needed there.
I was really thinking about this.
You know that meme
The
of the
new-
black kid
the
talking to the brick
meta?
wall? That's Ethan.
Yeah.
That's Ethan, basically. Trying to get this game happening.
The meta is clearly be fucking impossible to communicate with,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
you make it to the finals clearly because both the teams have done that. So
Yeah,
just show
I mean,
fucking awful communication, and you'll make it there.
hey,
So maybe Team Greek will try that next season.
okay. You guys should play the matches on mute. See how it goes.
On view.
Let me see. I don't know if I have any particular questions for you guys. I mean, were you surprised to see Mirage? I guess actually, I feel like Team Monk
Like
has
the
banned
win?
Mirage every game they've
Just
played.
playing Mirage.
Yeah. Were you guys surprised Team Monk let
Uh,
Mirage through, or you didn't even realize that?
Nah, We didn't really realize. I don't know what T-Monk's
Gotcha.
like. I know T-Monk's preferred maps are the maps that no one plays.
Yes.
So.
They have
I
elite
could
ball
play-
knowledge.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do.
We
They know
also know nothing about Poseidon.
Yeah, but it's a
Absolutely
Greek
nothing.
god. You guys are Team Greek. I saw the angle.
I was.
Yeah, speaking of the
Map
veto,
set
then,
in
why'd
Greece.
guys
You have
choose
home
to ban
court
Ravine?
advantage.
Last
True, yeah,
time
why
we
did you
played
guys ban
Ravine
Ravine?
against Unks, dude, they rolled us.
They did get
That's
smacked
like-
around.
Every
that's
time we
true.
played Ravine.
Every time we played Ravine, we just got
Yeah,
rolled.
that's fair.
Fair
So-
enough.
Ravine being a ban is fine. It means you guys also have to play into Poseidon a bit more. Which I think, you know,
Yeah.
being a Greek map, Greek themed, I think you guys could, you know. You guys probably know the round.
Yeah.
learn the
Maybe,
strats.
yeah.
Yeah.
It won't matter. It's not gonna be in the map pool next round, next year, next.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware you were in charge of the map pool, Steven.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's minus Poseidon Ravine plus Cobblestone.
Interesting.
No, not even happening. Not even a little bit. Ravine staying.
Dude, I'm not participating.
Sure. We got Fulgoin in the chat. He's gonna take your spot, Steve.
I don't know if he's still here,
Okay.
but it's cool though. Even if he's not still here, that he stopped by.
Well, yeah. We were coming back on Anubis, but we lost a lot of momentum when we took off that time.
Yeah, you guys were down
We were
really
coming back.
big on maps 2 and 3, and you almost pulled off the comeback both times.
Yeah, that's alright.
Mhm.
It is what it is.
Ravine is staying, says Hendo. Yeah, I don't
Ravine
know what
should
I'm gonna
stay,
swap
I
out
agree.
going into the next tourney. I'm not really sure.
Minus
People
Mirage,
wanna
minus
see.
D2.
I'm probably only swapping out one map because it's
Minus
5.
Mirage.
Can we get Cobble in there?
No.
We'll figure it out. We have time. Ravine is staying or Team Unka's out. Dude, does anyone want to play in this tourney? Like, it's like we got Ultra Burger and that's it, bro. Like, what's going on here?
What was that match about, by the way? Burger versus
They
Bucks?
were
What
bored
was
waiting
that?
for you guys to hop on, and someone was like, it was me, Sam, Ultra Burger, Team Unk, and they were like, oh, we should play a match for like fun. And I was like, all right.
Who won?
Oh, take a guess, Steven.
Did the Burgers bring it home?
Nah, they played one
That
match
would be
fair and square on Dust
insane.
2. They played Mirage Deagles only. Mirage was actually the closest map Ultra Burger's ever played.
Yeah.
But no, they were not able to bring home a win, unfortunately. Oh,
Got
also looks
it.
like Andy has
Alright.
disappeared, so I don't want to hold you up.
I
too
guess
much, Steve.
Andy either his internet just shit the bed again,
But it's
or
possible.
he was just fed up with this interview.
Brother, he's black
Yeah,
rocking
yeah.
internet.
We got good cop, got bad cop. You know, Dan K asking the tough questions. You know,
Yeah, the tough questions. How you guys feeling after that tough loss? Yeah, I'm feeling great, Dan K. I'm feeling amazing after that tough loss.
you say you only
Steve,
use
I
the
wish
XM,
nothing but the
Hendo. I
best
mean, the
for you.
XM's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe Autobots roll out.
But all right, Steve, you have anything you'd like to say to the
Nah,
fans
that's
in
it.
chat?
GG's. Thanks for hosting, Patty.
Of course. Thank you for playing.
Yeah, and like I said, until
I
next
do
time.
hope to see you guys next tourney.
Yeah, no, we'll probably show face. Maybe with Pete as a sub.
I don't think you're convincing Pete, but
Maybe.
yeah,
We'll see.
no shot.
Oh well. Alright, well. Yeah, GG's.
Steve, well played.
Thanks. Alright, I'll see you guys later.
Let's get the Unks in here. Hendo can get his interview in before bedtime.
He's probably very EP. I know how old people get. Gentlemen,
Well, what do we have here?
What's going on?
have
Salam alaikum.
2 winners
I can-
of the third place
It's-
decider match. The hairiest
Inshallah,
of
brother.
chests on both of you.
Shallow, we
you guys are
trust.
flying high after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm high and I'm flying.
Dude, I'm 7
Word.
beers deep, just clicking shit, dude.
That is what is up.
That's what the third place
I've had
decider
a-
match is all about.
Yeah, dude. I've
Can I
had
make a bold
headache all
statement?
day.
Can I make a bold
As
statement
long as
right
it's
off rip?
PG.
It is PG.
All right.
Patty, I am media trained these days. After the great incident of 2001, September 11th.
Of course.
It's been a long road. Media training. Anyway, bold statement. If I had just played 1% better, we would be winning this tournament, hands down.
Bold.
Okay.
That is a
Hands down.
statement. It is bold.
I did say
GG.
before map 1 that this match could have been the finals matchup, potentially. It was
It should have been,
pretty close to being
Should have been.
that.
but yeah, we're riding high. I mean, I hate not winning, but
Me too.
third place, you know, maybe it's not so bad.
Take it where you can get it, for sure.
Now we do have an offseason to go through. A lot of team swaps are predicted to happen. A lot of roster changes. We don't know if we'll see both of you in the season next year, but is there anything you guys can take away moving into next year?
Take away moving in. What does that mean, brother?
Yeah, what does that mean? That's a sus
First of all,
question,
I
dude.
guess, you know.
First of all, are you asking our
Are you two?
sexuality right now?
Are you two planning to stick together?
think he's
tough
hitting
it
on
out
us,
for next
man.
season. I
I'm
think
asking.
third
I'm
place-
asking a lot of.
You're hitting on
questions.
us. You're trying to see if we're
pretty good.
available. We're both taken.
Hmm.
Thank you.
So am I, huh?
I think
No, but
third place
Danzo,
is a
are,
good
are we playing
standing.
together next year?
Come on, dude. Of course
I-
we are, dude.
All right.
You
I
know,
need some
some
reassurance
teams
every once in a
looking
while.
to maybe, you know, change up their rosters a little bit, maybe get some better pieces. Some teams looking for a change of scenery. Could see Team Unk, you know, sticking together, being a consistent force, I think would be the correct play, but
Are we still doing the format where there's like one?
we can figure that out. I'm not hosting another one until next year for
year.
sure.
All right.
Probably going to give it a little bit as well. Especially towards the end
Okay.
here with playoffs in the last couple of weeks, people seemed pretty... And I feel like that's when the people that weren't super committed definitely kind of fell off, so I seemed more disinterested. So definitely want to give it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate you hosting it. It's been a
Yeah,
great
of
time.
course.
Sure. Host, dude.
You
what
guys
a
playing
service
is what makes it
you've been
possible.
running. What a service you've been running.
Dan
Ted.
K coming in clutch,
Dan
by the
K.
way, with the round restore.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh, yeah, dude.
where he pulled. He pulled that from the archives, dude. He pulled out the
I know
CS2
there's
manual
commands.
from his
I don't know
TBKs.
which ones do which, how they work. Dan K was like,
Dude,
I think I got this.
I had a ticket in with tier 3, dude. Tier 3 was not getting
This
back
was-
to me, so...
Urgency max, priority max, impact max.
yeah, dude.
I'll give you a little
Sent
secret.
straight to the CTO.
I googled my issue, and it took me to a Reddit post.
There's no way.
You know, I
There's no
wish
way.
more
You
end
can
users
Google-
would
you
do
can
that. To
It's
be
Google
honest with
exactly
you.
what
You
happened.
can Google things?
Wish more end users could do that.
Anyway, I guess enough with the IT talk. Hit us with the questions. What do you got for us?
One thing I want to ask you guys, and we kind of pointed this out, but especially on Anubis, the force buys kind of seem to be hurting more than they were helping. I guess one, what was the decision behind the force buys? Two, do you guys, is that like a staple of your guys' gameplay? Is it something you guys are looking to keep moving forward?
I would like to tag on.
I have one
before.
statement.
I'd like to tag on to that question real quick. Is this force buying dependent on the map you guys are on as well? I'd like to add like a little caveat to the question.
It's another good question, yeah.
Look. We won, okay?
Mhm.
None of that. None of that.
No
I don't know.
criticism.
Hendo kept saying we should save. I was telling Hendo in the middle of the Anubis map that I have massive brain fog and I can't think of any strats or anything but W key.
The Unk bedtime started
And-
kicking in.
Yeah, dude. I had a rough fucking week, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Unk bedtime started hitting. And I was like, yeah, dude. Like, I don't know what to do.
It happens.
We pulled it together.
I was
And then,
working.
yeah.
Oops, sorry.
But yeah, with the force buys, I think we had to really get out of our old mindset.
Okay.
And this isn't to throw any shade at anybody, right? But I think Andy and Steve were more prepared for our depleted IQs. So they.
Steven was very
I was trying to
sharp
find
on
a
Anubis.
PC word for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they were prepared for us to play weird.
Yeah.
So I think there was like 4 rounds where we went back and forth, like, dude, let's buy. No, it's not buy. So when we took that timeout,
Yeah,
when we kind of calibrated, you know.
You
But
guys
yeah, I mean, we
first-
were trying to work on old habits, but it just wasn't working. So
You guys are the only team to actually take a non-tech related timeout outside of Team Thickums, so I did appreciate that. I asked my question because Poseidon, I saw you
You
guys
did take
save,
a
and I
save.
pointed out I imagine it was because
Oh, yeah.
Danzo was going to be buying an AUG. On Poseidon specifically, I know Danzo, you like to bring out the AUG and SG.
They
So
know
I
me
was
too
curious.
well.
I was curious, like, you know, the Anubis ravine is kind of like you can get some close range angles. Let's force buy, whereas on Poseidon, as I thought, you bought an AUG the next round and immediately took someone's head off. Which, you know,
Yep.
you wanna buy an AUG, you gotta save, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's
Yeah,
not
we
cheap.
kind of had that conversation. We had the conversation. We were
Mhm.
sitting there waiting to get in. And I'm just like, no. We got to save.
Yeah,
Trust the
Hendo-
process. Yeah.
Hendo wrangled in my little Mongoloid W key play this there.
Dude, he was fading.
Hey.
He was fading in on Anubis, and I'm like, no,
Mongols are a
we're
top
not
5
gonna do
team.
this. Yeah. No, dude, if you think about it, we were 4 last year. We're 3
Now you're
this year.
3.
Only 2 more years till we're 1.
There's some well, hey, only one more year. There's 2 tourneys a year, and
Yeah, that is
some
true.
of the teams, I don't want to, speak too much on rumors, but 2 of the teams that would have been ahead of you might not be playing at all in next season. So you guys might just be the last, let your enemies flow down
Last
the
of Us
river,
3.
something, Sung Soo,
Yeah, dude, Red Dead Redemption,
something.
something like that.
Yeah, dude, I love that episode of Friends.
Do you guys have any last thoughts for the fans? And by fans, I mean only me and Dan K in the chat. Maybe any VOD
Dan, you give yours
watchers.
first. I'll give mine last.
Look, Bronze Trophy kind of looks like copper, right? What do
Okay.
Romanians love? Copper. Shout out to my Romanian fans.
Real.
Yeah, thank you, Romania. I have one final statement. It's tough being an older man, right? You're playing
Very
games, your
true.
reaction times are slower, but there's nothing I love more than being a 30-year-old man just absolutely fucking kids in this Discord.
All right. See, we haven't finished
I
the
gotta
PR
say-
training.
All right.
No.
One thing I want to say is mini games. Anyone? 10-man mini games.
This guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
mini
well,
games.
thank you guys for playing.
Adding minigames?
Probably not, maybe.
No.
Yeah, thank you, Patty.
Oh, my
Thank you.
Thank you guys for
Brother Christ.
playing.
Thank you, gentlemen.
We actually had our
Thank you all.
first non-Broys viewer, funny enough. That wasn't a bot. Which is very funny.
Was it?
They were
Yeah.
gifted a game.
They were.
Wait, hold on. By the way, did you guys see that one good play I had on the
No.
first map?
No,
on-
Hendo,
on-
we had a